Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw. Going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On second down, here's Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And 5 yards on the play there, and the drive will continue. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. It's complete to Drake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now Taylor on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, here's Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's go!
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. The 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs because he can really impact this offense. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves that you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
Ready. Flag 32.
On third down, Taylor to Mixon on the check down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Drake. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
Throwing again, it's Taylor. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Z.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here we go. Man 38. Man 38. Ohio.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, it's Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Barnes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? 9!
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jordan Willis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Flag 32. Flag 32.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready. 319. 319.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And it's taken in at the 9. Brown with his stick skills. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. 1, 9.
The give is to Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go. 1.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Taylor, escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Taylor. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
With it is Brown. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. What? 90.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Taylor now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Taylor. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. He's got his man, Boyd. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Slow. Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
Here's Taylor. Going to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Taylor will throw again. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Flag 38.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go. White 90.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Third and long, it's Taylor. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Let's go!
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. To throw now on 1st down. This is Bell on the dump off. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. Try 38. Try 38. Ohio. Ohio. Hut. Hut.
Again, it's Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Hut.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go.
A give to Bell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And Boswell's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And some room to roam now. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Mixon with a first down carry, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
On second down, Taylor. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The result, a first down, as a quick slant gets him 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Javon Hargrave in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Taylor operating from the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. In for the score. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Lenny, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Let's go! Try 38!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. 10 more there and another first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They go play action here on first down. Caught here by Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Again, he'll drop to throw. James has got it. Complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Come on, let's go.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Let's go. What? 90.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're...
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing now is Taylor. It's complete to Drake. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And the Bengals on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here's Taylor. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Taylor to throw. Flushed out right. And he hits Drake. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Ready. 319. 319.
Now it's Taylor. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. He drops it off for Bernard. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Steelers. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.